Hello everyone, happy half term. I hope the weather is going to be reasonable all week, as some of our activities are going to encourage us to go outside. And we haven't done one of these for quite a long time, so I hope you find it useful. This week, the goal of this week is to get you to go outside into the garden or look through your window and see some of the beautiful things that God has made. In particular, we're going to look at the birds of the air. Now, the Bible is full of stories about birds and references to birds. We're encouraged to look at the birds, we're encouraged to consider how birds behave. So this week, we're going to see what we can find out about the Bible and about the birds that we see every day. But where do birds come from? That would be our first question. Well, the Bible tells us really clearly in Genesis that God made the birds on day 5 of creation. So I want you to go and have a little listen to this song. We've heard it before, we've used it before in our videos, and it tells us all about all the things that God made on all the 7 days of creation.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On day number 1, God made light. He made the day and He made the night. On day number 2, God made the sky. It's big and blue and way up high. Whoa, whoa. On day number 3, God made the sea. He made the land, every plant and tree. On day number 4, God made the stars. He put the sun in the sky, super duper far. Whoa, whoa. God made you and God made me. He made everyone and everything we see. He made the earth and He made the heavens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On day number 5, God made birds and fish, dolphins and whales and things that go squish. On day number 6, God made animals and bugs, foxes and cubs, all for us to hug. Whoa, whoa. On day number 6, God also made man. He said it was good and part of His plan. On day number 7, God stopped to rest. He saw what He made, it was His best. Whoa, whoa. God made you and God made me. He made everyone and everything we see. He made the earth and He made the heavens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God made you and God made me. He made everyone and everything we see. He made the earth and He made the heavens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's a great song, isn't it? Really catchy. Well, I've come outside into my back garden just to do the second part of our programme today, and we found out already in our song that day 5 was the day that God created the birds. And I said before that the Bible has lots of different verses in the Bible that tells us how good it is to watch and study the birds. There's a verse in the Psalm 111 verse 2, and it says this: "Great are the works of the Lord, studied by all those who delight in them." And all of those little birds and the big birds that you're going to see this week, God made every single one of them, and they're all different. And we can be amazed when we look at all the diversity in God's creation. Now, on our website and on our Facebook page, you'll be able to download this if you haven't already managed to get a pack from the hall. It's just the top 10 garden birds. It's a sheet, can you see? It's got all the different or at least 10 different birds that you can have a look for. You might find lots more birds, and you'll be able to write those birds on the back. You might even want to draw some of the birds that you see. Around here we get quite a lot of birds, but we get lots of sparrows and lots of blackbirds. There's a blackbird that comes and sits on the fence and sings. And just about in a week or two's time, they're going to be really busy making nests and getting ready for their young. So that'll be a really exciting time to watch out for the birds. So to encourage the birds into the garden, we're going to try making a little bird feeder. So for this bird feeder, it's really simple. This is what it's going to look like when it's finished. Something like that. That one's ready to hang on my tree here. But what you'll need is just an apple, any apple, even some of those apples, you know, when mum buys lots of apples and sometimes you don't get them all eaten and they go a bit brown. Perfect for the birds. I've also got I've got peanuts in here, can you see? Some peanuts, but you could use seeds, sunflower seeds or anything else, or just the apple on its own, that would be fine. You're going to need a couple of sticks. Now this actually is a kebab stick, but you could use sticks that you find out in the garden, maybe some twigs that have fallen off a tree. So you need 2 of those. And you will need some string. And that's all you need. Now the first step is to make a hole in our apple. Now if I just direct this down, you might be able to see what I'm going to do. So I've got an apple corer, but you're going to need a grown-up. If you're very small, you might need a grown-up to do this for you. But you can do it with a knife, or you can do it with an apple corer. We just take the core right out of the apple, and it makes a nice hole. There we go. So I'll get rid of that. And the next thing we need to do is we need to cut ourselves some string. So we'll see how long we want it to be. Snip it off. And then before we thread it through our apple, we're just going to make a little stand for the birds to sit on. So we need to make a little cross, a perch for our birds to sit on, and then the apple is going to sit on the top. So keep the loopy side to go through the apple, and we're going to tie the 2 sticks together. Now this is a bit fiddly, but I've managed it once, hopefully I'll manage it again. So that's one side knotted. Let's try turn it round the other way. Like that. You could tape it if you wanted to tape it, or you can knot it. Let's put the other one back in and tighten up the knot. And there we are. And when you're happy that you've got a proper perch for your birds to sit on, the next step is to pop it through the apple. Oops. There we go. So there we have our 2 sticks as our perch. Oh, they're not quite separated, are they? Let me just separate them like that. Okay, so then we're going to thread the string through our apple from the bottom up to the top. There we go. And can you see that the sticks mean that the bird has got somewhere to sit and peck at the lovely apple, which will give them lots of energy through the winter while they're building their nest. And if you have got some seeds or some peanuts or something like that, sunflower seeds are really good, then you can just pop them, push them into the apple. You see, it's very easy. These apples are nice and soft. Just pop it in anywhere you like. You could make a pattern, or you can just pop some, oops, turn it around. There we go. Nice and easy. Here we are. And that one is ready to go up on our tree. Now up here, I think I might pop it. Try this one. Let's see, is that going to be too heavy? Oh, it's not too bad. It's a bit too low near the ground, that one, I think, though, because we want to keep it away from the cats. So there we go. There it is, hanging up on the tree. And there's the other one that I made. We'll pop that one on as well. Should pop that one over there. There we go. Our birds have got some tasty treats to be able to eat while they're picking all of the bits and pieces for their nest. Now, over the next few days, we're going to have lots of different things that we can learn about the birds and things that we can do in the garden to help our birds. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow for some more fun. Have a good half term and enjoy looking out for some of these lovely birds. Bye bye.